And we're live. Good afternoon, everyone. Hello and welcome to 2023 final of Australia Got Tech Talent Show. Thank you so much for finding some time to join us this lovely Thursday lunchtime. I'm Jana Martins. I'm your Australia Got Tech Talent host, the event that gives the perfect platform for tech startups founders to share their personal story, showcase their unique value proposition, and receive invaluable feedback from our judging panel. As we are approaching the end of the year, Australia Got Tech Talent 2023 is ready for grand final. So we obviously carefully selected the top 3 contestants with the highest score through the year, and they are all set to deliver 5 minutes pitches, blending their tech innovation and personal stories. So, and today we are going to pick the winner of 2023. So please make sure to tag and share this video with your colleagues and friends who need to see it. And of course, please don't forget to introduce yourself in the comments. Let us know what you do and join our show with your questions and comments. Or at least say hi. Please make sure to say hi in the comments that you know that here you're watching you with us. So as I said, today we are going to pick a winner of 2023, and you can make the difference by supporting your favorite speaker in the comments. So please make sure you stay till the end and participate in voting after the presentations. So before I'll pass it on to our finalist, I would like to introduce our judging panel. So please, we'll start with Matt.
Jana, thank you very much, and appreciate the invite and the opportunity to participate in this final for 2023, and good luck to the contestants. So Matt Lynn is my name. So look, I've held a number of different sales and leadership positions in technology across APJ and across Australia over the last few years. Currently, my role is here at Akamai Technologies. I'm leading our new and emerging cloud computing business across the region. So we're deploying some really exciting cloud technologies onto Akamai's network today, building a team to really support the business into the future. So again, great to be here.
Thank you, Matt. Please, Tim, tell us about yourself.
Hi, my name's Tim Manor. I'm one of the ex-partners at Servian and now a principal consultant currently working in the data and analytics space. Always have been around data and analytics for possibly the last 15 years, and also had a lot to do with the startup space as well. So it's a real privilege for me to be on here today and see some of the wonderful talent that's on display. So looking forward to see everything, and bring it on.
Thank you, Tim. And Oshri, please.
Thank you, Jana. Hello, everyone. My name is Oshri. I'm currently the head of engineering at Australian Payment Plus, working on exciting products and well-known brands such as BPay, Osco, and FPOS Cards Payments. I'm really excited to be here today and listen and provide feedback.
Perfect. Thank you, Oshri. We have some people saying hi. John Kilitis here. Good luck, the judges and contestants. Thank you, John, for your comments. Guys, I know you're watching, so don't be shy. Please make sure to say hi in the comments. It will be great to see that you're here. So before we're going into the presentations, just want to quickly remind you about voting. So we stick to the same criteria as we do, but today you don't need to put any numbers in the comments or anything like that. So everyone who's listening, the only thing you need to do today, you need to post a name of your favorite contestants in the comments, but please keep those categories in mind. Yeah. So you listen to the pitches, you think about these categories, and you think about who actually displayed those qualities the best during their pitch. So, and also to Mike Kahneman's here. Mike, great. Thank you so much for joining us. And also to make it really fair, so we have 3 contestants. Obviously, someone needs to go first. I'm going to do really old school method to decide who's going first. I felt I can find some app or something to do it. but you know, I'm just a bit of an old school like that. So I have 3 pieces of paper here. Ashish, Dermot, Arafat, yeah. Here we go with my beautiful handwriting. So I'm gonna do this. I'm just gonna do this, yes. Fair process, yeah, really fair process today. And you know, the tactile and show, but we're still using the paper. I'm sorry, guys, you know. I probably should have asked someone to help me with that difficult task. Okay, and randomly choosing the name. Okay, who's there? Ashish. Ashish, lucky first. Okay, so please, all eyes on you. Let me just make sure I bring your slides as well. And yeah, we have 5 minutes for each contestant. Please, time start now.
Thanks, Anna. That doesn't seem random, but all right, I'll go. All right, hey everyone. Thanks for your time today. My name is Ashish, and I'm the technical co-founder of the Experlio. I joined Experlio as a CTO in September 2021 with Chris, who is the CEO and the founder. Since then, we have built a small team and led it to create an awesome product. And you might be wondering what Experlio means. Well, it's an acronym for Experience Portfolio, and we are the positive glass door for skills. We've been working on this product for the last couple of years now, and we are just entering into our golden era with an exciting pivot we had just a few months back. Now, if you look at the traditional education system, it's been eroding and the enrollments are going down at the fastest rate in 20 years, and that is widening the skills gap. In 2017, just 30% of the graduate employers use these skills to hire talent. That has increased to almost 63% in 2023, and that is a huge bump. The future is no longer about job titles. The future is about the skills. The main problem is that employer finds it very difficult to attract the top talent and understand the skills that differentiates them. Current text-based recruitment platforms don't provide them any insights onto candidates' hard and soft skills to understand them better. And because of this fact, they have to do the digging into candidates' profile, and it eventually increases their time to hire and cost to hire. So how are we solving it? Well, we help employers attract top talent and understand them through skills, through the content that we call the work-based activities. These activities show skills and abilities of the creative. And our objective is to connect this interest to a powerful internal and external talent network where employers can find the best fit for themselves. Experlio is helping talent connect the dot, that is the experience, not just collecting the dot, that is the knowledge. So let's jump into the demo then. Yana, if you can switch back to this one. Yeah, perfect. So as a talent, when I log into the dashboard, log into the Experlio platform, you'll see this as a dashboard. You'll see a lot of skill posts created by the employer. You'll see a lot of work-based activities created by the employer. You can go into the skill post and express the interest and become part of the talent community of that employer. And you can also go and search for different kind of activities based on the skills that you want to practice or learn. And then once you take that activity, you start engaging with an employer, start building the relationship with them. And then you can start building the portfolio as you do more and more activities. Now let's quickly jump into the employer side. So when you log in as an employer, you'll see this as a dashboard. You'll see the skill post that you created to attract the top talent. And you'll see that a lot of people have already shown interest and they will become part of your own talent community that you can see down here. You can also create work-based activities to engage the talent more and to understand their skills to gain more insights into that one. You can also explore global talent community. You can search them based on their skills, and you can look at their portfolio. If you go too deep, you can see that all the activities that they have done in this platform, and you can look at their profiles to see other insights on skills. Jumping back to the slides, Yana. Yep. So we have already gone through how it works for talent and how it works for employer. Now, as you can see, we are eliminating the needs for job posts and text-based resume. It's all hands-on work, and because text-based and old job posts are very old school. Our competitive advantage is in the reinforcing growth loop and incentives for employer and talent to connect through Experlio. Employer profiles kick off the growth loop, and they are community generated with skills data. They claim these profiles to add activities and attract more talent. Since launching our new platform, we've gone from almost zero in August 2022 to over 20,000 members today. We have 5,000 plus super users who have done more than 5 activities in the platform. We operate in a freemium business model that allows employers and talent to freely join the network. We make money by providing global employers with talent acquisition tools to provide insights and ability to connect and contact directly with the talent. Now, you may ask why now? Well, skills are more important than grades to employers more than ever. Skill-based hiring and skill cluster are emerging topics in the recruitment industry today, and we want to continue to lead this segment. And this is our small but extremely efficient team. Chris is the CEO and the founder. We got some amazing mentors and advisors, Josh and Andre, and we have some amazing tight-knit and nimble team that is excited to explore our growth and make it even bigger impact in 2024. That was my time. Thanks, guys.
Thank you, Ashish. Well done, on time. That's what we like. Okay, so now I'm continue my exciting draw. Drum roll. Here we go. I have 2 pieces of paper left, and the next one is Arafat. Arafat, please. I'll just make sure we have your slides there. Ashish, you might need to remove your slides so that we have space for Arafat. Here we go. Beautiful.
Can you see the slides?
Yes, we can see the slides. Here we go. Please, 5 minutes starting now.
Okay, thank you. Hello, everyone. My name is Arafat. I'm the founder of Indian OCA Help Company. So let's jump into this here. So why do we exist? The vision of the company is to make effortless travel administration for seamless journeys, actually. So when it comes to travel, the travel administration part in certain processes isn't great. For example, applying visa and then sorting out the tickets and all the sort of stuff. So this company exists to solve that problem in a grander scale. So to start that vision, to bring into reality, we are starting that with one use case, which is Indian OCI process, and simplifying that. So let's just understand the background and what this process means, actually. So the background here is like, in the last 10 years, there are like more than 1.5 million Indians have renounced their citizenship due to various reasons. So we all have migrated to different countries and all the sort of things, right? And as a first generation migrant, the problem is like, really, you want to go back to the country more often, right? And when you really want to go back to the country, you have 2 options. And as an Indian origin, you have 2 options, right? So you can either apply a visa, which is a low effort and low impact way, or you can get something called Overseas Citizenship of India card, which is a high effort, high impact method where it is almost like a long-term visa, which you can use it and your kids can use it and all that stuff. And it has got a lot of benefits compared to a visa. But given it is high impact, and also you can see it is high effort, the reason is it is complex, the process is slow, and there are a lot of documentation gap and frustration exists. And there are more than 500,000 users every year trying to use the system, and at least 4 million man hours is wasted on this every year. And there is 3% year-on-year growth in terms of how many people want this particular long-term visa for India. So we see a problem, and then we jumped onto this. We wanted to solve this, and we wanted to test the market. So we put out our chatbot out there, which is available today in indianocehelp.com, which is a low effort, high impact method, actually, right? The key crux of the problem is like every individual is different. Every individual's background is different. So they want somebody to exactly tell them like how to go through this process, what sort of documents is required, where should they go and what to do and all this sort of stuff. So we started this as a little side project, and then we went live. And in the last 6 months, we can see the traction is really great. And we haven't done any marketing for this, actually, any paid marketing for this, to be clear. So we can see 15 to 17% month-on-month traffic increase to the site. And our chatbot have clarified like 3,000 plus inquiries, actually. And we are experimenting with our chatbot. It is not just ChatGPT. We have built our own models with Lambda and Bloom. And time to time, we used to switch that, and we are testing out and all that. And that's happening in the background. then that is now. And what about next? So we are currently building something called secure validation, and this is one of the key pain point, like why the process takes a lot of time for a couple of people actually. So there are strict requirements when it comes to the photographs and the documents that we are submitting, and it is very simple when you start seeing this actually, right? And you might think like, okay, this can be solved in a couple of lines of code. And when we entered into it, that's when we realized, now it's not only those 4 rules, it's very deep actually, right? I'm just giving you an example in terms of like how many different checks are there just for a photograph. And whoever has gone through this process, you can go back and ask them. They might have spent a lot of time on this photograph or gone through multiple rounds of this actually. So we are working on it, and we are price testing this as part of our alpha testing. And we are focusing on photographs and documentation verification as next step in our journey. So the ultimate goal of our journey is to make sure the end-to-end process is automated and you have a reliable, secure agent, which is ensuring that you're getting this application when it is needed, which is simplifying the end-to-end administration process when it comes to this travel. And we do understand we are operating in an industry, or we are asking for the personal data of our users, and we are careful about it, and we are focusing on security. And that is why this next phase of the product, we are taking enough time to make sure that we do the right thing for our users and yet solve the problem. So just to wind up, if you look at the market competition today, for those 500,000 users every year, only these 4 options that exist. It is going through official documentation, or going through Google or forums, or using the paid services or ChatGPT. And all these options come up with its own drawbacks, which is generic, slow, and the paid services are extremely costly, and ChatGPT is inaccurate. So there is definitely a need in the market, this problem to be solved. And also there are other things needs to be solved, like for Indian process, and also globally, there are a lot of people have reached out to us in terms of solving their backend processing as well. So we are focusing on how do we build that engine so that we can scale and conquer the world and save time for people. So while we are sorting out the travel administration hassle, why don't we just go and find the happy place for you? Thank you so much for the opportunity, guys. And thanks, Fasle. And thank you, everyone.
Thank you, Arafat. Well done, on time as well. Perfect. And guess what? I have the last piece of paper. Who would be there? Like, I don't know. Ta-da! Here we go. I just like showing piece of paper, I guess. So last but not least, Dermot, please take the stage. So your 5 minutes are starting as well.
Thank you, Yana, and good luck to Arafat and Ashish. You've done amazing work. If you followed us earlier, you'd know I'm Dermot Butterfield. I've spent almost 20 years working in software and data industry, building bespoke solutions for banks, health, and large enterprise before moving into the world of startups. And one of the things I found, which is the kind of personal pain, which was the starting point for Which. And so I've given a previous introduction as to what Which is. I'm going to do a little bit now and then tell you where we got to before that. People who listened before will know that Which came out of a personal pain. We were dual income, no kids, and we went to single income and twins, which had a lot of family expenses. So that's us up there looking a little bit sad as we see the money disappearing. The kids were great to have, but they cost a lot. And I was on paternity leave, and we're wondering, how do we make this work? So I sat down, I connected to our different data sources, our banks and telco, and brought all that information in, and I built an app. And the app went through our finances and looked for savings, and we found some savings. I found $1,200. That's a screenshot from the original app. And when I found this $1,200 worth of savings, that was, multiple instances of Amazon Prime subscriptions. If we consolidated our internet and our mobile phone bills, we had, $90 worth of savings there, and it all came together. And I paused and I went, whoa, if this works for me, it could work for others. And so I did a bit of research, and it turns out I wasn't alone. Well, 25% of Australians have difficulty paying their bills, and they either run paycheck to paycheck, which is 50% of them, or experience financial stress, which is almost 50% of Australians, right? So this is a huge piece. But I had a problem. If I wanted to take that app that I built, how do I get the data for other people? Looking out there, my options were screen scraping. And giving your banking credentials to an organization, ask them to protect them, didn't fill me with kind of a sense of security, given places like LastPass have lost passwords, and their whole job is to protect them. So what were we going to do? Well, the Australian and New Zealand governments both came out with this idea of CDR, which is open banking for consumers, and that allowed you share your data in a consented and secure way. So this was the solution. How do I get access to that? Well, there was nobody in the market making that available, right? So our data was regulated. You were mandated to share it if you were a bank or a credit union. You can get consent from the user. It was restricted to what you could use it for, and you needed a license to access it. And so what Which did was we built the next stage. We took the PFM, the personal financial management piece, and we built a backend, a data aggregator, which connected to 119 data sources. That's 119 banks and building societies and credit unions. And we put that out there. We released our beta product. And then businesses started coming and saying, hey, I love what you're doing. Can I use that too? And so we looked at this and said, hey, why are they asking for access to something that they could do themselves? And what we identified was they had a problem. And this is not dissimilar to what Ashish was talking about. They had a choice of either training their existing staff or hiring new staff, buying in consultancy, compromising and working with a competitor, or just ignoring the fact that this was happening because there's skilled shortages, right? 6,500 vacancies. So they couldn't find the people to build it. There's almost 900 data breaches in Australia last year at $50 million fines. They didn't want the risk, right? They wanted somebody who could turn around and connect those dots for them. And that's what we did. And because of the pace of CDR, you had open banking, open energy, open finance, open telecom. It's moving across industry. And so there wasn't enough people to be able to service all of those requirements. And so we released a data aggregator platform. So we were able to power the app, and now we're able to power businesses in accessing that data, enabling customers to use those services, whether it's applying for a loan or getting a mortgage or going through any kind of financial process, maybe paying at a till, and you want to see what your actual balance is at the time. We enabled that. And we built it in such a way that we could enable partners to come on board and start accessing and driving out in under a day. Right? And we met 100% of their regulatory requirements, and they only needed one provider to do that. And in doing so, we had this platform. It was out, it was on. But what we noticed was the banks were struggling to share the data. They had data quality issues, they had consistency issues. So we made that last step when we introduced our data holder platform, which allowed those banks connect and share the information through bi-directional data flow. That is, we enable CDR for them to flow in and out with that single provider, connecting now 110 plus data holders and providing compliance out of the box. And that's where we are. This is which we started in the world of open banking. We progressed over the last 5 years into open finance and now into open data. And we believe 2024 will be the year of global data and the unified customer. And that's what we're really excited about. And I'm very grateful for the opportunity to share that with you. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Dermot. Well done. Everyone right on time. Nice and sharp. Perfect. Thank you so much, guys. Thank you for your presentation. I feel like I needed to inject some sort of clapping sound or something. So I might need to look it up for next show. Or like a drum roll. So anyway, so thank you so much, guys. So I'll give a bit of a time to our judges to gather their feedback in the head and choose the winner of this today's competitions. I'll just for everyone who's listening as well, I just briefly remind the categories. So guys, everyone who's listening, please just put the name of the winner in the comments. So you don't need to put any score today or anything. Just simply comment that who you think is the winner today. I know it's really hard call today. So the categories is as usual, innovation and creativity. Is this idea innovative and unique? Did the speaker provide some new insights or new perspective on a familiar topic, introduce some new concept? The second category is engagement and audience impact. Was the presentation engaging? Did you feel like you wanted to keep listening? Did the speaker use some analogy storytelling to explain complex contents or some visual multimedia elements to enhance the presentation? And last category is problem solving. So did the speaker clearly define the problem? Was the problem solved? Or at least did you understand the solution and learnings from this problem? So while you guys commenting with the name of the winners and the judges picking the winner, here's a commercial break as well. I prepared a commercial break for everyone. So, for all the tech startup founders out there, if you're feeling a bit overwhelmed by your recent cloud bill, we got great news for you too. You can apply for Akamai Cloud Computing RISE program. You can be eligible to receive up to 120K in cloud credits and giving your brilliant idea a healthy boost. So don't miss out this opportunity. So please message me or any members of the Fastlane team, and we'll talk you through the program and help you to submit your applications to receive some extra credits. So guys, did I give you enough time to prepare? So looks like that. So okay, so bear with me. It's one-man show, so I need to quickly make sure I'm doing everything. So please, we'll start the feedback with Matt today. Matt, please.
Great. Yes. Thank you. And look, thank you all. 3 great pictures there. Fantastic. It's a lot of information to process. I'd love to have another 5 minutes at least to just to ping you guys with questions and understand a little bit more about your businesses. But it's 3 very interesting ideas. And look, it feels certainly quite difficult to choose one. But Ashish, loved your presentation. Thanks very much for that. I think that really scored high on the creativity piece for me. Really love the idea that you're bringing together, both the skills, the growth and the learning component into sort of the job seeker and aligning that closely with potential employers as well. So I think you kind of talked through that growth loop, or perhaps what is often called a flywheel in the startup space, and I think that was really, really interesting for me. So great presentation, sort of great business, and again scored really high on that creativity element for me. Arafat, so again, appreciate the presentation. That was great. Really love the problem solving that you sort of brought to, I guess, this particular use case here. I think one of the real benefits of the business is very much around focusing on India as a target market. Obviously, there's a large Indian diaspora out there which you could target initially, but at the same time, there's also very much an opportunity to expand that into other countries as well as the business matures. So certainly, great opportunity there, and again scored highly for me on the problem solving piece. Dermot, thanks for the pitch. Fantastic. Really liked the perhaps the impact of yours. I think so I work across APJ at the moment, and certainly the data privacy and all the data regulation, which is becoming more and more a core part of many of the conversations that I have. That's only grown quite aggressively, the conversations in that space over the last few years, and that's certainly a very powerful problem that you're solving there. And really appreciate the way that I guess you're building an open data platform to support that. So really exciting, the opportunity to have a great impact, and again a great time to deploy that type of offering into the market, albeit one which is certainly very complex. But if you are able to solve that problem for banking, then certainly I expect the rest of the market is probably going to be easy in comparison. So they're my assessments. Jana, do you want me to call out a winner, or are we saving that to the end?
No. We know. We don't know the winner yet. Come on, Matt.
So you want me to call out my?
Yeah.
You want me to call out my favorite?
I already put it on the screen, Matt.
Oh, you did. Okay. Fantastic.
Yeah, I should. Okay, I'll do it at the end.
Congratulations,
okay, yeah,
Dermot. Great idea.
Let's do that. I like how you're thinking going. Okay, so let's do it that way. Okay, Oshri, I'm not gonna put your choice on the screen just yet. Do like Matt did. Do the quick comments, and then I'll put the winner on.
No problem. Thanks, Jana. Thanks, everybody. Great presentation, pitches, and working products, which is amazing, right? So well done to all of you. Really, really impressive. So let's start with Arafat. Look, I really like the idea and the engagement that Arafat created. Now, Arafat was emphasizing on saving time, but it's also saving a lot of stress for people. So that's another big thing in my view. Well done. I think there's a large scale potential. As Matt suggested, could start with India, which is massive, go to China and maybe other countries as well. And already good natural growth, which is key. And innovation, Arafat and the team are using AI, which is awesome, right? So that's a cutting edge technology. So well done. My only concern is, can ChatGPT models get better? You know, can they learn from your models as well? I don't know. So, but look, well done. I'm sure you'll do very well. Let's move to Demont. Look, first of all, I like the courage of dealing with such a thing with data. And as Matt also suggested, this is a hot topic today. So I really like the courage and a lot of problem solving to be done there. So well done. I like the use of data in the pitch. So when you're presenting, it's always good to back it up with data, and then did it very well, in my view, which is a big plus. And look, saving money these days is definitely a friction to everybody, right? So again, well done. Only concern is, or something to be looked at. Not sure about if the banks got data inconsistencies. I will hope they don't have it, but they mentioned they do. Another concern is, look, open banking is getting there, this screen scraping like Basic and etc. in the industry that could do something similar, or you could use it to aggregate data. But look, overall, great solution. I would assume it's backed by APIs as well to be used, but that wasn't mentioned how you can use it as well. But well done. So Ashish, look, like the concept, it's actually it's like rethinking the whole idea, and I really like that. And I like the demo of a working product, and I think he did it very well. And I really like the screens and the UX, and I think it's very friendly, which is quite scarce these days to have such a friendly UI. I really liked it. Only thing is, I think he could provide the pitch a bit more data about the friction. Maybe some specific data to understand, and what does it mean in terms of dollar value as well. Like, for example, if I'm spending as a hiring manager 2 hours a day, what does it mean, right? Also would like to know if there's a pricing model for it as well, if they managed to develop. That's my feedback. All well done.
And the winner is Ashish. Yep. So, okay. So we have, the drum roll. So we, have one more judge, and basically who's gonna decide who's the winner of today's show. But before that, I'm also gonna look at the comments. We have a few comments. Ashmika saying, which solves the problem for more than the niche market of the other presenters. The products for all three were excellent. Just felt that which spoke to me more. Mike saying, which as well solves the problem for more than the niche markets at the. Is it the same comment? Maybe it's the same comment. had to swap from YouTube to LinkedIn. Okay. So, Tim, you have this pressure on because
no, I've never been given so much authority before. Like I feel like I'm really, really privileged. Let's get to my feedback. Honestly, the judges have all done a better job giving feedback than what I'm about to do. But let's get into it. Ashish, I enjoyed your demo more than anything else. I always appreciate a working product being shown on screen, irrespective of what stage of development it's in. So for me, I think that was a really strong part to your demonstration, which for me is high on engagement. And for me, when you give an engaging presentation, it also becomes more compelling. It becomes more real. It becomes more, has a high ability to influence your listeners, because you can see you're living outside of slides, that you've got something real. I did appreciate that. My concern around your pitch was not a concern, just some feedback. It felt like there's a lot of products in the market doing what you're doing right now. You have the advantage of being able to take the very best of what's in market and implement that in what you're doing going forward. I couldn't catch from the demo how much of that you've done. And so I'd need more time and, to kind of go through that with you. But as far as presentations go, I probably will always give top marks for anyone who's willing to demo their product and submit to the live demo gods, regardless of how much time you give to it. The UI was fantastic. UX was cool from what I could tell. So in that regards, it was great. Probably I felt, just based on what I could hear, that it wasn't as unique a value proposition. I couldn't work out exactly how you were matching or how the algorithm works to match the employee to an employer and how that came together. Could have been really complex, but that didn't come across. I couldn't make the best of it, but well done on a really good presentation. So although not my first choice, it was definitely my favorite presentation because of the fact that you put some live stuff on the screen. Arafat, I think the market that you can point to is huge. It's epic. So as far as opportunities go, yours is probably the most exciting just by sheer volume of who this could help. So that's really cool. What worried me the most, because I've been in a situation similar to the problem you're solving, how comfortable I feel uploading all of my private documents to the cloud. That makes me very nervous in a day and age where it doesn't take very much for someone to take your identity and turn it into something that's being puppeteered by somebody else. So high risk comes high reward. So if you manage to pull it off, well done. One of the things that I think I understood from your presentation was that you're in maybe phase 1 of development and you have a few other phases to go. And based on that, I would say some of your competitors here today are slightly more progressed on their journey. And for that reason, I probably didn't pick you as my favorite. But as far as demos go, if you had an opportunity to demo something live, that would have helped. From an engagement perspective, it's nice to get out of the slides, and I would have given you extra points if you somehow engaged with the judges in real time. That would have been a little bit of fun and risky too. Would have added to the presentation in some ways. But at the end of the day, chatbots are here. They're probably here to stay. It's interesting to see how you've built yours. And I would have liked to have seen more of the output from the chatbots to see what that looked like. But well done, and it was nice to see the innovation you're working on. Dermot, probably not my favorite presentation because I didn't get to see your product live, but the anarchist part of me loves anyone who's working on something that sticks it to the banks. Anyone who's working on something trying to actually make open banking real, I'll always be a fan, because the people who lose here are the banks. And so I love the idea of someone kind of really taking it to, punching above your weight. And for that reason, I really enjoyed your idea. I think it's wrought with risk. I think it's, the amount of things that can go wrong with screen scraping and the amount of effort that would go into making sure that your 119, forget how many data sources you've got, remain functional. I think there's a lot of effort that will go into that. But if you manage to keep that working, I think you've got a very powerful offering. Again, not the most original. One of the other judges mentioned Basic, who've been at it for almost a decade. So they've been doing it for a really long time. In principle, similar kind of idea. You probably have nuances that I didn't pick up in your presentation, but I enjoyed what it represents, what your idea represents. The innovation, not the highest scoring on innovation, but again, what it brings to market and the opportunity it brings to third-party integrators and a whole bunch of people that want to add that kind of functionality into their technical builds. That what you offer is very interesting, and by the sounds of it, you've been at it for quite a while. So, all things considered, that's my feedback. Jana, I've given you the order of who.
Ta-da! Damn it! Here we go. So we have a winner of 2023 Australia Got Tech Talent. So Dermot, just before I go to exciting bit and all the prizes, you need to give us a little winner speech, about how excited you are to win this competition.
You can see from the color of my face, right? I'm flushed. I'm blushing here. Thank you very much. I really appreciate the feedback. I think you've picked up on some of the pieces that we've kind of really focused in on. But I think it couldn't have been better, because with Ashish and Arafat, their opportunities and the products they're talking about are amazing. So I think to be beside them, regardless of where we came, was a very fortunate place. So thank you very much.
Thank you, Dermot. We definitely had a diverse range of products on today's show and diverse ideas. So, but it's not the drum roll now, it's a prize time. So obviously we got more, it's more exciting than just, you know, I guess, you not only get the title, we actually have some prizes. We actually have some prizes today. And it's not just, not only confetti and good vibes, So there's a few prizes from Fastlane Solutions today. So we're gonna do the social media shout out for you. So we'll make sure to post about your ID in our social media channels and newsletters to give that extra exposure kick for you. We're also offering the business advisory session for you. So one of our managing consultants from Fastlane will offer the free advisory session, help you to look at your business from another angle and brainstorm some ideas. But of course, you know, we all like physical prizes as well. And, you know, to give you, you know, with your wallet a quick cash injection, we give you a $500 JB Hi-Fi voucher as well. Sure, the voucher might seem like a, you know, classic prize, but who doesn't love shopping at JB Hi-Fi, especially before Christmas? So congratulations, Dermot, for all our contestants as well. As a prize from Australia Got Talent, I'm gonna make a quick videos for all of your presentations. So you have your little 5-minute speeches as well that you can repost and use for your social media. And obviously we'll make sure that we promote and you know, help you to grow as well. So there's a few people saying hi. Vanessa, well done. Dermot, Adrian's here, well done. The right product won. John Kilite, all presentations were great. The feedback from the judges was well on point. Congratulations, Dermot. Perfect. Thank you so much. So thank you everyone. Great show. So it's the last show obviously for 2023. I don't have a date for New Year yet, but I'll keep you posted. Lloyd is here as well. Great speakers. Thank you, Lloyd, for saying hi to us. I guess I probably want to give just you know, a few seconds to Arafat and Ashish for last remarks as well. So guys, you know, just Ashish, please, just any comments from your side.
Yeah, look, first, congrats, Dermot. It was well deserved, and you get another frame to put on the other side. That looks empty right now, but it won't be next time. And it was really great experience being part of this with you all, and I really, really enjoyed it. Thanks, Yana, for the opportunity.
Thank you, Ashish. Arafat, anything from you?
Sure. Congratulations, Dermot, actually. I really liked your product, actually. I worked in payments before, so really liked your product and all that. What I want to say is, like, if you see the presentation that I did before versus what I did today, like, I've done like a million miles ahead actually in terms of how I pitched my idea. So I consider myself as a winner by improving with the feedback, and I'm sure I will go further with the feedback that I got here actually. Thank you so much for the judges here and on the episode who has given my feedback to me. And thanks, Anna and Fastlane, once again.
Thank you, Arafat. That's like a music to my ears. So like, I'm not just running the show just for the sake of it. People actually improving and practicing and doing run-throughs. So even, you know, if you didn't win, you had this opportunity to practice your pitch and practice presenting online, which could be quite different as well at presenting in real life. So there is some bits and pieces there. And happy and safe holidays season to all. Yes. So we're almost in summer. So forget about Australia for 2 months. Justina, well done, everyone. Thank you, everyone, for saying hi in the comments. Thank you, our judges, for giving amazing feedback. Thank you, everyone, for following us through 2023. And I hope to see everyone in 2024. Thank you, guys. And I'll see you next year. Have an amazing Christmas.